Well, now what the hell happened here? Now, obviously, I'm kidding, but it's time for some internal modifications as well. Now, the car came with this wood trim. Now, I can't for the life of me think of who would spec a 911 Turbo with wood trim, but it wasn't me. So, we're going to start doing the color change. We're going to start on the uh, lower center console, I believe that is called. And we're going to go matte black. Now, I tried wrapping it. I bought some vinyl and tried wrapping it, and it was a lesson on what not to do. Um, so we are going to try some Plastidip. It may be cheap, maybe cheesy, but if I like the way it looks, maybe I'll just go ahead and order an actual factory cover in black rather than wood. But anyway, I'm going to set up a little area down here in the basement to spray this all off. Hopefully the cats will not come down and end up all matte black, although that would be funny. Don't hate me. I'm an animal lover. I've got 2 cats and a dog. Anyway, I'm going to set up. I've got a big box over that way to lay this down in. I'm going to have to do a little bit of a weird setup because I wasn't able to get the 12-volt socket out of the back. So I think I'm going to try to find a couple of empty toilet paper rolls to sit it up on. And I'm going to have to tape off the front. So let's, yeah, this should be interesting. So I've got the first coat sprayed here. And it says wait about 30 minutes between coats. So I'm going to head upstairs for a little while. And I'll bring you guys back when I'm doing the final coat. And we'll see how it looks. Hopefully it turns out well. As you can see, this is just after one coat. And that actually is looking really good already. Exactly kind of what I want. Now, I still have to touch up around the edges here. So I don't know, maybe I'll be able to get away with just one coat, which would be cool. I mean, it's just an interior piece. It's not like I have to worry about it weathering. Although direct sunlight, but I have ceramic tint. Well, worst comes to worst, I have to redo it. This is all just experiments. I don't pretend to know what I'm doing with this stuff, but it's fun. And I mean, if you can't make your car your own, what's the point? So I'm going to keep letting this dry. It's only been about 15 minutes, and another 15 minutes. I'll put the coat around the outer edges there, and we'll see. And yeah, hopefully this will turn out for the car show tomorrow. That would be awesome. And hopefully the weather turns out tomorrow too. Okay, so time to do this outer section here. As you can see here, well, maybe not, it is. Like I said, the lighting is terrible down here. Let me grab my phone and get some light on it. So you can see that's still all wood trimmed down there. So definitely got to do that and around the outer edges here. So that is what we're going to do. And yeah, like I said, this might only be a one coat job, which would be pretty cool. So here we go. And just to be safe, we'll do the inside as well. Okay. So we'll leave that for another half hour. And yeah, then we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to lie, I was really hoping I was going to be able to wrap this. I thought that was going to be a cool project, but it's entirely possible I bought the wrong wrap for interior anyway, with multiple compound curves. But no, we'll see how this turns out. Worst comes to worst, like I said, I peel it off and just order a proper one. Maybe I'll go carbon fiber. But anyway, I'm going to let this dry, I guess, now for 4 hours. And since it is, I don't know, 9:30, I think, in the evening, I will pick this back up in the morning, and hopefully we'll be putting it in and headed off to the River City Ford Car Show. See you in the morning. Well, good morning. It is early. It is 6:30. And we came down to check on this. And let's get a little better light here. Overall, I am quite happy with just the one coat. So that works out well. Now I can get the switches put back in and get the car put back together and be ready for the show today. So let's get it all put back together and catch up with you out in the car. Okay, we're in the car. It's a beautiful day. Car needs a wash. You can see by the windshield it got rained on last night. So we are going to get the horseshoe back on here. See what it looks like in the black, and then we are off to the River City Car Show. So let's get after this. I put all the buttons back in. Well, I was still in the house. Don't think you mind too much not seeing that. There we go. Hopefully I'm putting these connectors back on the right spots. That would be kind of embarrassing. But they do make it almost impossible to put them on upside down, which is handy. I had a Fiat at one point, and it had two identical red connectors with identical wires going into it. And yeah, for sure I put that on wrong. Now obviously, we're going to make sure that I connected everything properly before I button it all up finally. Spoiler button because I don't have the active spoiler anymore, but we'll shut it down for a minute and get this put back in. And now that I'm looking at it, it looks like I should have done another coat. It's very different out here in the sunlight. Come on, you. Okay, but yeah, that looks way better. Than you can still see the wood down here. Obviously I'm gonna take care of that. This, because it's flat, I think I'll be able to just put vinyl over. Hopefully it'll match fairly well with this. And yeah, we'll give this a few weeks to see how it does in the heat in the sun. But anyway, so that is that project complete. I'm glad it's finally done. It's being way too... Oh, and I have to do under here as well. This is all wood too, so I'm not a big fan there. But yeah, it's a project. The Turbo Club Sport build continues. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next video.